Hey y'all.
And it's unclear where the money will come from. So why is it so expensive?
I'm watching a video. Um, you know how stuff show up in your little deal there on the side, and it seemed like every American so-called information outlet loves attacking America. Why is the United States falling behind in rail system? Why is United States? Why is China better than this? Why is France better than that? Why is this one better than that? Why is Morocco better than that? All right, do where you live. United States, carry your ass to Morocco. No, I don't like it. Then shut up. Look, I watched I watched the bulk of it, in and out. Now I'm watching it again. I noticed something that none of them said. None of them, nobody, and they gotta know. Nobody picked this part up. In the United States, all right, the old rail system, this, now they did talk about the Federal Transportation Act, the Highway Transportation Act. They did talk about that, which is true. And, federally funded in the states picked up the rest of the tab that was left over, which is true. And they talk global footprint. Footprint. I ain't getting in all that global warming bullshit. BS, excuse me. Bacon sandwich, folks. Bacon sandwich. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, and guacamole sandwich. That's good stuff. Well, how come China just didn't? Want to know why China can do what China did? Because where China ran a whole bunch of their rail systems, there was nothing there. There's a whole bunch. Just the main places where you'd have to run a rail here in the United States is already inhabited with stuff. You already got buildings. You already got freeways. You already have stuff already. And then, here's the killer part. Somebody owns the majority of this stuff that y'all, just like one part is in California, that just to run, they had to reroute 2 miles of freeway at $1.5 million a mile, just to get the train part through there. Because, like they said, you had to talk to the power company, because this is in their district. This guy owned the land. This corporation owned that building. You want to make a corporation move their building. Move their, it's like, well, it's going to be better for you. Says who? Somebody owned this stuff. Moving freeways, moving houses, move eminent domain, moving businesses, forced taxation, leverage of taxation through the state. But California wouldn't do that, would they? No, not California. Hell, all of them would do it. Texas, my state included. Texas too. Don't let nobody BS you. If they can get away with it. California, they get away with whatever they want. Dude talking about the countries that they naming, and then they want to, with the exception of France and Russia, number one, with the exception of with the exception of China and Russia, you talk about what France to do. Texas is bigger than France. What Belgium? Texas is bigger than Belgium. You talking about countries. You talking about how they ran a train from one side of their country to the other. You talk like Texas, like the United States only consists of the original 13 colonies. I can put Texas over a whole bunch of freaking European countries, and it just swallows them up. And you're just talking one state. California too. Alaska too. Alaska's bigger than Texas, of course. What are y'all talking about? But then they love skipping around the elephant in the room. Russia can do whatever the hell they want to do. China can do Xi Jinping and leaders before him can do whatever the hell they want to do. They showed a map of where they ran the train. There's nothing there. Now the bulk of it is over in the southeast part, but then they have some running out west and northwest. There's nothing there. And then the ones where you got the stuff here, and China done this, and in short amount of time, less than 30 years, they're a communist country. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They ain't gotta ask nobody permission. They ain't gotta barter and harangue back and forth with a utilities company because they own it. They ain't gotta wrangle back and forth with drainage and plumbing or eminent domain because it's China. There is no it. Look, man, we're the domain. You're a communist country. Same thing with Putin. Vlad, I am not moving my tractor factory. Das Vidanya. Guess who don't show up to what? They look, where's Pyotr? He's dead. You don't argue with an ex-KGB boss. How come they leave out the obvious? You just can't come in and say, I'm going to run a train right through here. Because you're going to have people talking about economic impact on the environment. Are we going to have to displace the spotted owl and the pink warble-bellied turtle? Because we got to deal with that crap. Because our government and talking heads give those freaking brain drains credence. Then once you get rid of them mind-numb robots, then you got, just like you gonna tell me, well, Nick, I know you just finished getting your water rights and mineral rights and all this other stuff, but we gonna run a railroad through your little deal here. I mean, you're such a... No, I'm fighting you tooth and nail. You know how much time, money, and energy I got in this place? And all the stuff? No. And I'm a pissant compared to them people. And you trying to move, they complaining about the Amtrak corridor that runs from somewhere, I think like down past south of Jersey and ends up there in Boston. It got to go around everything. There's only one part, 34 miles of its 400-mile journey where it actually goes over, gets up to its rated speed because it got to keep the speed down because it got to make turns and all this other stuff. Quasi 100 knows all this stuff. He's the whiz kid on that because that's what he do. But, so they had to build the trains and tracks and tunneling and all this stuff to go around stuff. Because the Bank of America building ain't moving. The Chrysler building ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? It ain't moving. Stanford ain't moving. This stuff, it's not moving. Where in Russia, they just plow right through your shit. Putin give you his Darth Vader impersonation when Lando Calrissian, Lord Vader, this wasn't part of the deal. I changed it. You said da-da-da, and this, that, no, that wasn't part of the deal. And he stopped and turned around and looked at him, remember? Perhaps you feel you're being treated unfairly. No, Lord Vader. That was the smartest thing Lando had done up to that point in his life. The answer is no. Because your ass would have been in that frozen shit. There have been one with you right next to the one with Han Solo in it. Frozen cryogenic state. They overlook the obvious. Though Russia and China do it because they can. Morocco does it because they can. Belgium does it because they can. They are on a much smaller scale. Belgium and France, the ones they highlighted, and Germany always been a rail head. I lived in Germany. Germany has always been trains. Always. That ain't nothing new for them. It just wasn't high speed, but it was trains. But hell, Oregon's bigger than Germany. They love glossing over that. Then you read in the comments, and this don't think it is America bashing. Because of course, having this train is gonna fix your case of libtard phobia, right? It's gonna fix your this bullet train is gonna fix your life. It's gonna make you unscrew yourself, right? Out of here, man. Jeez, it's always something.